Welcome back to another episode of RealFakeGuns. Today we're going to take a look on the Colt M16a1. It's a gas blowback airsoft with a real working full auto lower, and the majority of this build is based out of the RealGUN. And now let's take a look at how this was built.
Oh, sorry, there we go. Hello, Ludwig. How are you doing? Let's unmute him on Discord too. Hello, Ludwig.
Tjaba.
Do you hear me?
Ja, jag hör dig.
How was the video that I replied, guys? Was it laggy or was it okay on the stream? I think the sound was a little bit behind. Let me know in the comment. Ludwig, take over the show. I know that your name is Ludwig, but what are you doing?
Yes. Come again?
Do you hear me? I know that your name is Ludwig. And tell me what you do.
I rebuild real firearms to shoot airsoft. Because if you rebuild a real firearm to shoot airsoft, you can shoot your friends more than once, which is a big bonus. Also, you have super realistic stuff to toy around with. I have to apologize for my English. It's not that good, and I saw someone in the comments is a English teacher, so I can feel the pressure of being judged.
It's not just you, man. Same for me here. So we can try it together and see what we can do with this today.
Yeah.
Okay, Ludwig, I have a question. How did your interest for airsoft began?
I've always been into like action figures called Action Force and all kinds of toys and action movies, Predator, Commando, Terminator, and such. But once life progressed and I got older, I found airsoft and thought it was like the coolest thing on earth, that you could play a soldier even more realistic. I had Springer airsoft replicas from early age, but I think around when I was 12 or 13, I got a KSC Beretta M9 that was gas blowback.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my friends arranged airsoft games at abandoned daycare. Very cool locations. The rules was maybe not the best. No hit taking. We just pounded each other with bullets. Me with my semi-automatic gun, I think I pounded maybe too hard. But I've come a long way since then.
So literally what you did, you was a Terminator on real life in airsoft.
But yeah, it just progressed. I remember the first time I found it was a guy. He had a AEG. I think it was Classic Army. It had a metal body, and I thought it was so freaking cool. It had a laser. Maybe I was 14 at the time, so I got the same one from a Combat Zone in Sweden, one of the first airsoft shops.
Exactly.
And then I started playing, but later on, I think when I was 17 or 18, I wanted to do more realistic stuff. I bought one of the Inokatsu's limited edition. They did 9 Ames AKs, and they had a real stock. So I thought it would be cool to add maybe a real handguard and such. I reached out to friends in America and in US. I used to do mods for Grand Theft Auto called Grimm's Weapons Packs. They're kind of famous, but a very long time ago. So I had fans in the US that could ship me real parts. And I started building, and I think since then I went full retard and just bought the real guns and made them shoot airsoft instead of the other way around. But I know some people get very upset that I rebuild real guns to shoot airsoft. I want to let you know they are deactivated ones from Germany. So they're very lightly deactivated, but still deactivated. But a lot of the mechanism still works. That's what you need to make them shoot airsoft. So you don't need to be upset with me.
That's good that you take it actually directly. As you know, guys in the chats, we need to be careful. We need to be like. You are not allowed to do a lot of things here on Twitch, but we are allowed like to show parts and talking about parts and that. And I'm so glad today having a professional replica smith with us today. So I'm really honored, Ludwig. I'm really honored to have you on the
It's an honor
first show.
to be a guest on the show and be one of the first. Or have you had anyone before?
No, you are actually the first one, so you are guest of honor.
Big honor.
Cheers on that, man. Cheers on that. Okay, I have a second question for you, and after this, we can maybe, if you chats have any question for Ludwig, just let me know. Ludwig, maybe you can check this what we say the chat sometimes to times. I will pick up one question or two, so we can. But question number 2, why are you so interested of the style or milsim style of 80 and 19, the Cold War?
Yeah, the Cold War before Call of Duty did a game about it. I think it's overall interest of mine. Even since I was a kid, I've always loved, as I told, Action Force, Transformers, movies like Terminator, Ghostbusters, the music. I really love all that, the clothing and whatnot from 80s and 90s. So I think it's an interest overall for me that I like to collect different stuff. I like vintage things overall. I have a vintage radio from the 50s, for example. I just think old tech are so much cooler. They are big, they are chunky, they are not good with compared to today's standards. And that's what I like about them, that they are from a different era and they need more care and such. Or sometimes they even last longer than new tech.
Oh yeah, indeed on that. I absolutely agree on that.
But for Airsoft, like before, I have played Airsoft for I think about 18 years now. And at the start, I did modern things. I had the same guns everyone else had, but I never felt it was for me. Kind of, I always wanted to do like Vietnam and such. I always thought it was a very interesting conflict or war. But then when I on the older days, I started collecting more vintage stuff. But when I moved to Stockholm in late 2015, I hooked up with the team TAC. Mikola Suk is the team leader, and he does a lot of milsim with World War II, Rhodesia, Vietnam, etc. So I just visited a game, and now I have friends for life after visiting that game. I met Jim there, for example, who is my best friend. We have the workshop together. We see where I build the stuff. It's in the basement. So. And many of the other people there are very close friends to me today. We went to actual Vietnam together. We visited like Kazan, Hamburger Hill, and many of the famous battlegrounds, which were very, very interesting. So it's more than just Airsoft. Airsoft just one of the aspects of it. I like history and such, and I like to talk to people who were there, for example. I reached out and was contacted. I had some contact with Vietnam 365 days on Instagram, Michael Morel. So I went to Los Angeles and visited him and did a small mini documentary. It's on my YouTube channel if you want to see it.
Yeah.
So it's many aspects.
I actually did watch that both of your trips you have done, your vlogs. Can I call it vlog if we would be a little bit modern, like the modern kids? Your vlogs you have done.
Yeah, probably.
Chats, go check his content. I already put it in here on the Twitch.
Oh, thank you.
So all his link to his social media is there. I'm going to link it every 10 minutes so you can go and join him. He's doing a lot of cool job, as he told me, as he telling you. And the video is really, really good. I must say, Ludwig, I really like your style of videos. It's reminding me back on the day that the HEV cassette, what do you call it in English? VOS, HVS, VHS. Yeah, there we go. I think the English teacher going to be really, really, really angry at us.
He needs to give us a private lesson, I think.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, many thanks, Slender, man, for those €1. Appreciate that support. But Ludwig, it is really, really interested. So I know that you also have done some other like type of 90s inspired movies, cosplays, or we can call it loadouts. It's one from Heat you have done, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it. I've done so many, so I was like, which one is he talking about? But yeah, the Heat one is 90s inspired, and that's also take place in Los Angeles. So
Yeah.
the patches I have on it are the ambulance patches from, I think it Mayhew. I did that back in 2013, so my memory is kind of lost. Wait a second, I think I have the patches.
Yeah, take it. So, chats, by the way, today's stream is actually sponsored by Röda Stjärnan, and appreciate it a lot for all of the support you're giving us, Röda Stjärnan. Go check them out. Go check the site out. We're going actually to give away 2 gift cards. Me and Ludwig, check that out. That is so cool. Show that again. Show that again so we can zoom it in. Oh, that was the wrong one. There we go. Oh, that is so cool. Where did you get those 2?
I actually got these on eBay, and one I think I got in Los Angeles when I visited recently. One I removed from my old uniform. I did it back in 2013. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
But I have become an old fat man in my 30s now, so my belly is too big. So I have to rip them off and buy a new one. It's on its way, so I can do a new one.
I know how that feels. I know how that feels.
Too much soda pops.
Oh yeah. But may I ask? I know that your Vietnam era you are really interested in. Can you show us any type of? Oh, wait a second. Sorry, I forgot it. We have a question. How many replicas do you have? We do have a question here from the chat. It was from Daniel.
Feels tough to answer. I don't know. I have some on the wall. It's also hard to count. I have many builds on the wall. With all of them on the wall are with real parts. It's my rule. Otherwise, they can't be on the wall. Then I also have real guns. That's still parts kits. That's missing a receiver, a barrel, and bolt. The 3 parts you can't have in Sweden. That's in piles. Then I also have airsoft guns that's also disassembled, waiting to be built. So it's a kind of hard mess to keep track of. And sometimes I just found guns like, a half PPH H1 or whatever you call it from World War One. And I forgot I had that one. World War II.
World War II.
So hard with the English. My mouth works faster than my brain.
So the answer is. So the answer is a lot. No idea.
Yeah. No idea. I keep finding things.
So chats, just put your question in the chat. I will answer it as fast as possible, or Ludwig going to answer it as fast as possible when we have time for it. Ludwig, my third question. Can you show us some cool stuff you have done?
Yeah, I could show you some closer on the M16, and this is disassembled, so it should be safe. This is the upper, and here is the lower. And this is a real vintage Colt M16a1. I think this one was produced sometime in the 70s. And here we have the grenade launcher. The tube itself is a King Arms with markings. But the handguard here is real Colt, and the upper handguard is real Colt. Upper is Vipertech, but all the small parts are vintage Colt, as well as the front sights and bird cage and such. But here's the more interesting part. I was the first in the world to do this. Many people were laughing at me when I were talking about my idea and said it couldn't be done, but it could be done. So here is the lower. It's a full auto one. It even has the 3rd pin that you can't have in the US if you don't have a special license, for example. Most states are just semi-auto, so that's kind of a big deal for most people, and it has the beautiful Colt markings. It's hard to show on the webcam.
Oh yeah.
I have better images on my video on YouTube where I show more about it. But here you can see the fire control group. It's the original fire control group, which is very cool to have. I did drill it here because I had an idea to add a small wheel to get the bolt carrier to run smoother, but I didn't have to in the end, so I drilled it without that purpose. I might change that or maybe try the wheel idea later. But here you can see when I put it on semi, the hammer punches. And the hammer punches a small bolt in there that's long enough to push on the gas magazine valve, and that creates the blowback effect. It took some time to fine tune and make it good. But yeah, now it shoots, but I have some ideas to make it even better in the future, and hopefully I will do another video about it.
We're looking forward. So chats, if you want to check that video out, go check it. As I said, I put it one more time. I put it in the chat. Go check him out. He doing a really cool job. So I promise you, it's a good content there. I have a little question there. If we continue on this one, do you have any stories behind, for example, this M16? Any story like from when you did buy it? Is it any like scarf on it, any typing on it? Because I know that some of your AKs, they have already like some scars on it or maybe some typing on it or something. Is it anything on that M16?
I haven't found anything about it. This is the export version. Not many people know it. Most people think they all were sent to Vietnam, but they were sent all over the world. I think this is an export version. It's somewhere in Asia, maybe Philippines or Malaysia, for example. I think they have the M16a1. So it's very hard to tell, but it's very used, which I like. And always nice to have stock markings, for example. But I also have parts from the Balkan War. Wars are always real ones are always horrible, but I try to keep the horrible parts and just historical, non-political interest separate. But that being said, I have a wood stock from the Balkan War, a Romanian one with kill count etched to it.
Jesus.
And I bought that back in the day when that went for cheap, like $20. Because no one wanted to use stuff like that. But now there's such a hype about retro guns and Romanian guns, for example. So the wood sets now are like $100 and $150. It's just insane.
I can imagine.
So I'm very happy I've collected for a long time. So they are expensive, but much cheaper than they would be today.
Yeah, of course. You did actually buy all the stock, so everything you have, like you have it like a scalper before it get up from enterprise. Ludwig, I know that you're doing everything like from scratch, but you actually taking airsoft parts to like modify it, as you said to us. Which brand is it, for example, on the M16 for the bolt, for example, or the pistons or something like that? Which brand do you prefer to put it in gas?
I choose Vipertech. They are very expensive, but their parts are very close to the real ones. Their specs is very close to the real one. It's have the same threads, it has the same barrel size and such, so everything fits. That is very, very important, but most of all, they have very, very high quality. I think the aluminium upper is like 60 something. The real one is 70 something. I have an upper like that from another brand as well. But that is very important. WE, for example, many uses, they are a lot cheaper to buy, but the material is also cheaply made, so they aren't up to my standards. I don't disrespect anyone who buys them, but for bits like this, I want to have as close to the original as possible, so it's durable, it will hold a long time. And Vipertech is based on the WA system. There's a pretty old and reliable system, and they did an update on the system, I think in 2014 maybe or something. Here's the bolt carrier, also Vipertech, and it actually travels full travel, which is very nice. So it's hard kick and such. But it's a big expense to buy, but often they will last longer. So I think it is cheaper in the long run. That's my way of thinking about it, at least. So it won't hurt so much of being poor after buying.
But when you buy them, is it hard to get hands on the parts? For example, the airsoft parts, the Viper parts.
Yeah, the airsoft parts not so much. The hard part is to get the real parts. I know many people outside of Sweden and such, and US think we have reloaders laying around everywhere and all kind of special parts. But I work very, very hard to get the real parts via contacts or fans in different countries. I really love my fans. They help me so much to find very specific rare as fuck items sometimes. So it takes a lot of time. Some builds can take like 2 years just to get the parts. But I liked it. I like that. It's the thrill. It's the hunt. So it's, as I said, many aspects of doing it that I really enjoy and like. But some parts I got at SIB Militaria, but they got new laws, so they banned most of the fun parts and don't have the parts anymore. But I bought a lot of stuff from them on their sales on the past like 4 or 5 years because I knew they were getting new laws. So I have a lot of fun stuff to build the coming years. But yeah.
It's really interesting because as I'm building, as you know too, and chats, you know that I'm building. I did actually start my my airsoft stuff with building, but I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just doing it for myself. But I know how hard it is when you want the special part and you don't find it, and you're getting so happy in the last some people helping you out. So I know exactly how that feels. You're building everything, but you're just waiting for maybe a pin that it's impossible to get hands on. So I'm fully aware about that too.
It's like Christmas Eve when you were a child.
Before
opening all the presents.
oh yeah. Before we continue to the next question to you, we have a question here in the comments. It's from Casper. Okay, Casper, I'm gonna take this. Ludwig, when are you going to be a speedballer?
Yeah, most people know me now of what I'm doing, but don't forget I have been playing for roughly 18, maybe 19 years. When I started out, the game style was more like Speedsoft. I used to live in Halmstad. We used to have the biggest inside field in Northern Europe. It had the buildings and cars, and I was very good at Speedsoft. But it doesn't appeal to me anymore because I am an old fart. I have bad stamina. And I have too much money to spend on stupid parts. So what I do now is it's a slow pace, and I go to only a few selected events a year that has the same philosophy as I do. Example, the Vietnam games, you go on patrol for a long time, you don't find the enemy, and boom, you walk into a trap and get fucked up by the Viet Congs. I love it. And then you go back to the camp and you smoke and you play some guitar, listen to music and get fucked up, and you do the same thing next day all over again and just walk and carry heavy stuff. That appeals more to me. It feels like being in a movie, being in a video game. But bouncing around like a rabbit on cocaine.
Oh, there we have it. Did you hear that, Casper? Boom!
I'm too old for it, but I used to do it when I was younger. When I was 20, I was so fucking fast. We did competitions and such. We were pretty high ranked, but that's like 10, 15 years ago now. So I can understand the appeal, but I have a hard time with the HBA stuff, but that's me being old. I'm an old fart. The whole idea of being old fart is complaining about new stuff. Even though HBA is stuff from the 80s that Tokyo Maru replaced in the 90s, but that's a whole nother story.
You did actually get that. He replied back to you. Casper says, "One a speedballer, speedy boy, always a speedy boy." So
Yeah, sometimes I become the speedy boy. I actually just built. You can see the Type 3 milled AK there. It's a LCT limited edition milled steel one with real parts. I actually built that, so it's super snappy and fast. So if I do CKB, I will have better response and such. Maybe you saw my video when I was at Shannon. We have the hockey mask and Hawaii shirt that does like a 80s heist kit. And I run around with my Uzi. I think that is as close as Speedsoft as I do. It's not about realism, just about fun. So I have that side of myself as well, even though I'm a big history nerd.
That video actually that gameplay is really good. It's really satisfying to watch that, especially with like. Yeah, I can imagine, because that is really fun to watch it, because I can imagine to play with a Mac 10, or what was it? Was it Mac 10 you were playing?
Jim uses a Mac 11 and I use a Uzi.
Yeah, exactly. So before we did answer a question, and we're going to do one more thing. Chats, if you want to win a gift card from Röda Stjärnan, because Röda Stjärnan have sponsored this live stream, today's live stream. So they actually give us 2 gift cards that you can use to buy airsoft stuff, hiking stuff, all the stuff there. So if you want to be able to participate in the giveaway, just type in RealFakeGun in the comments. Without any space. Put it in now, and in the end, I'm going to draw one winner. So put it in RealFakeGun. I'm gonna put it in the comments. I will not win that. So no, that was the wrong one. That was all your social media. Let's see. The keyword is RealFakeGun without any spaces. Let's see. Where is? I'm getting old. Oh, perfect. Call sign teacher. That's perfect. You are ahead us. So put it in.
You missed the L though. It's RealFakeGuns.
Oh yeah.
Call sign Jesus. Yeah, he gets it.
He gets it. Oh yeah. So just put it in there. In the end, I'm gonna draw a winner. It's going to be Nightbot who going to draw that. So it's fair. Oh, many thanks for the follow, Hanks 28 or Hankes 89. Big welcome to the channel. Everyone say hi to our new friend. So yeah, RealFakeGuns. RealFakeGuns without any spaces, and we will draw really soon. So Ludwig, we going further into this operation. How hard is it to take? Yeah, before we come into that, we will be there, because that one is one of my favorite builds you have done. How hard is it to build from a real gun to a replica and put the airsoft parts in it?
It depends on the model, and it depends on the level you set on yourself. When I started, I just used like wood parts. You have to file them so a little, and then they fit. Sorry, I drink too much soda pop. But I slowly progress, and I talk to friends. I talk to older people that have knowledge in the area I want to know more about, or I talk to my 92-year-old grandfather who worked with metal all his life, and then I just keep leveling up. So for me, it's hard to say how hard it is. It is a lot of work, and it takes like a year to complete them. But talking to people that maybe want to start, just start with the easy steps and fun steps, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Most of my builds are all made by friends and family, and I think that's a very beautiful thing to do, to spend time with people you love and build things that you love, and you will have good memories in them, and you will learn new things and such. But most of my builds today, sure, they are very like high level tech. But if you want to start, just start low and check some of my videos. I try to make some videos for beginners, and I try to take some videos for the more experienced tinkerers and such. I hope that answers the questions.
Thank you. Yeah, that would. So literally, do you need heavy machinery parts like industrial parts, or you can do it literally with stuff you have at home?
Some of the things I can do with the stuff I have at home. The workshop I have in my basement, it's a very small and basic one. I have some drills and I have some areas that I can cut with what it's called in English, big cutting disc. It's called flex in German and Winkelsleep in Swedish.
Oh yeah,
The
Chad, help
English
us.
teacher.
Call sign teacher, I know you're a teacher, so please help us.
Yeah, big cutting disc that cuts it off, metal parts. Those are my two favorite tools. But watch out with the big cutting disc. I used like this big at my grandfather's workshop recently, and I set my shirt on fire. So I have I don't know if we can see it, but I have a scar here.
Oh, jeez.
Because I was starting burning when I'm working, but it was a fun experience. It's an adventure.
So be careful, everyone. Be careful, Chads.
Yeah, I had the wrong clothes. I know I have the wrong clothes, but I'm so late.
We did actually get thank you, the call sign teacher. Angle grinder.
Angle grinder, yeah.
Thanks a lot,
exactly.
man. Thanks a lot.
But sometimes I use very heavy machinery when I visit my grandfather. As I said, he has been working with metal and repairing big machines and such for, I think, since the 50s. So he has many old things, but he has a huge milling machine, and with that you can like take a solid block of steel and just mill it away like butter. It's like the most beautiful thing on earth doing it, because it would take so weeks of time doing it in my basement with a fucking angle grinder, like in the village of Borat or something. But yeah, so sometimes I use that equipment as well. I reshape, like on the receiver on the Type 3 AK-47, the full steel one. It had too much material, so I reshaped it so it's closer to the real deal and such. But it's very, very fun to learn. I remember the first time, my grandfather is very smart still, but the first time he was going to show me it, I had a real lower on it, and he was going to show me how to mill out for. I also have this in Systema PTV, where I added a gearbox and such and milled. But he was going to show me it, and he turned the wrong wheel, so he he fucked up the receiver. And I was like, oh shit, I need to learn this fast. So then I took 2 weeks of vacation from work, and I learned that machine, and now I'm God with that machine.
No, you are the Lord with it.
Yeah, it's from the 60s. It's huge, it's green, and it's have lovely patina all over. I love the machine so much. It's a part of me. It's so fun to use.
That's nice when you're
far away.
Oh yeah, that's really nice when you're finding your own special tool, when you're always using it. Yeah.
And I have zero experience in metalwork prior. I went media in high school, and then I started film later on and such. So I have no experience. I just love to tinker, and I fuck up so much. I don't show it in my videos, but so much just goes wrong. And it's okay to do wrong to learn. You don't have to be pro all the time. Just ask for help and try it. Don't be afraid.
Repetition is the father of learning.
Yeah, it's very important.
Okay, Ludwig, let's head on and go over to the next question. Can you please show me that beautiful piece you did put up before I did ask you a question? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special thing.
Yeah, this is a real part, and for those of you who don't know what it is, it's a Mac 11 lower. That's a real one. These are like insanely rare. I can't believe I have it. I've been chasing one for years. And this is the Ingram M11 in 9mm auto. It's 9mm short. And it's made in Powder Springs in 1973. And this is just prior to before they shut down the factory and went bankrupt. After that, RPB and such and Cobrate bought the licensing and such, and that's what you will see on Airsoft ones. But this is the original, the first series, and this is super rare to find. Sid Militaria, I just want to show you that logo. See that snake?
Yeah, the quality is a little bit blurry, but yeah, we can try.
Oh, sorry.
Do you know what we can do? Do you know what actually we can do? If you take some photos on them, and I will actually put it in my story on Instagram to check out all the cool parts. If you want it, Ludwig, and I'm gonna tag you and put it in after the stream, so that will be really cool. So you can actually check it out.
Well, to get to the point, this was on Sid Militaria for a long time. It was like 1,100 euros. I think that's roughly the same as dollars, so that's a lot of money. But then they had their sale, so I think it went for like 700 euros. That's still super a lot of money. I couldn't even have the offer, only the lower, but I love it so much, so I bought it.
I can understand.
So now I'm trying to convert it to Airsoft. I'm like halfway there. I removed the material so it will fit and such. And here's the steel upper, and I even have the barrel extension with holes. I'm gonna rebuild this so it can have the Spitfire tracer. As you can see, it holds here, so you can have that muzzle flash. I think it will look beautiful inside of the CP Place channel later on.
Oh yeah, it will. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward for the full, the full build in the end. They're going to be really, really cool to see it. Ludwig, your quality, I don't know.
I think my focus it gets confused when I show things.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hate when this happens.
Yeah, no problem. Maybe it's coming. It will be back. Maybe it will be back. We will see. Let me see. Let me try this. You see me there? Coming back with Ludwig. Yeah, I think it's getting better and better. Or is it still blurry? I think
it's still pretty blurry on my screen.
Yeah.
What I do sometimes. Yeah, there
we go. Yeah, the beautiful face is back again. Nice to have you with you. Cool. Ludwig, I'm gonna. Is it something? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Back to the sketch. Where do you get your parts? You don't need to answer, but where do you get your parts?
As I said, most of the time, Sid Militaria, they pretty much shut down, so you can't find them anymore. So what I do now is sometimes, if I'm lucky, there are Militaria shops in Europe, but most of them are very dry. Getting real parts in Europe is getting smaller and smaller. But I do get some help from fans in the US, and some of the shops in the US still sell parts that are missing and such. And then I get fans that help me out, and I'm so grateful for having them.
That's cool.
Wouldn't be able to do the builds without them. Or also in Vietnam, big shout out to Ming Hiu, who helps me a lot. He helped me get real bipods for my M60, and having real bipods from Vietnam used in the war, it's like having a museum in your living room or out in a playfield. I think it's one of my most favorite parts in the collection. It means so much.
That's nice. That's nice to have people who can help, friends all over the world, and they can help you because it's more special. There's a stuff getting more and more special. So I can imagine how much it means for you when you getting what do you call it, unusual thing from a friend. That means even if it's a pin or something like that, it's going to mean a lot.
It's almost as good as taking a good shit after being shitty all day.
I absolutely agree on that.
Better than that.
Amen on that, brother. Ludwig, what is your? Because I know that you not just custom made replicas, you also do a lot of cosplays, and And chat, go check the newest stuff we have done. It's so sick. It's cyberpunk video. It is.
Yeah, it's on my YouTube.
Yeah, go check his YouTube out. It is something special. It's so cool done. So, what is your next project in cosplay?
I think I'm gonna fine tune the cyberpunk stuff because we kind of rushed it. I've been tinkering it slowly, like 2 years, and I had the idea for the presentation video for a very long time. But when the game was released, we kind of felt, me and Jim, like, fuck, this is gonna be big. We're really gonna release. We have to release our stuff first, so we were first. So it won't look like the copycats, which is also very okay to do. But since we had the idea for so long time, we just want to get it out. But I think we're gonna fine tune it. I often help Jim to design his jacket and such. He does the work himself. Sometimes I paint something on it and such. But I think we'll work on that. But I have some other ideas. We're going to do. I don't think I can talk about it yet.
No,
but,
don't do it. Don't do it. Because if you want, you are. Yeah. Maybe we can have you on the show next time when we're talking about cosplays, and maybe you'll finish with that.
Yeah, maybe,
you don't need to say yes now.
Yeah, but the cyberpunk stuff is ready enough to presentate, so I can show that if you want to take a close look. I did some LED under the shoulder pads and such. I can show you.
That will be cool. That will be cool. Any else like milsim loadout you are working on, or it's finished? Do you have anything like any vest or anything like you want to show or something like that? That's some story.
I'm working on a grenadier kit for the for this gun, Vietnam grenadier. When they got this M203 grenade launcher, they didn't use the bandoliers for ammunition. They used the vest, but the vest used is very hard to get. There are many post-war samples on eBay dated, I think it's 1973, that are counted as not that they didn't come to Vietnam. They have metal snaps and such, very nerdy small details that weren't used in the war. But being a full retard Vietnam reenactor as I am, I wanted the real deal. So I've been hunting for one for a very long time. And I recently found one in like new condition. I prefer my stuff used, but seeing as this is so rare, it's kind of cool to have it in new condition. And I just want to point out that the one made in 1973, used in the 80s and 90s, for example, looks pretty much the same. No one can see it's different, and it cost $15. But the nerdy one with the plastic button and such that looks the same is $300. That's just
yeah. You know, if you are going, of course, as nerdier you get, as like more expensive it gets. So that's the rules, unfortunately.
Yeah, sometimes. I think I have the vest back if you.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, we would love to see that.
Yeah, I'll go get it.
Chats. Before I get drawing the winner for the first gift card, we're getting one more chance. Type in RealFakeGun. Thanks a lot, Castlab moderator, to put it out. Yeah, put in RealFakeGun without spaces to participate in the giveaway to win a gift card from Röda Stjärnan. And many thanks to Röda Stjärnan for sponsoring this stream. Appreciate it a lot. And go check the rödastjärnan.com if you want to check out some cool Airsoft stuff they have, and also a lot of hiking products.
So yeah, I have the vests here. It's too bad. Some of you have been following me. This is a real 40mm shell. I bought like a tons of them. I have 3D printed tops and painted them to look like real ones, so you can fill the vests out. I have released the STL file on my Patreon. It's available for free. If you donate $5, you will get access to it. Kind of feels wrong to say it for free, but if you support $5, you get all the free.
You're literally supporting the work. So I provide the channels again. So go check them out if you want to print it. You're going to have it in the channel here. But is that one is the nerdy one, or is it like
this is the nerdy one?
This is the nerdy one.
It's cheap one.
Oh yeah. I like when it's getting nerdy.
It's too bad I don't have my fake grenades. They're in the basement. I'm doing for a friend and such. So they're all there. But it looks very cool when it's filled out. I have pictures on it on my Facebook. But here's the 1973 one. And as you can see, it's the same. And it's okay if you're Airsoft and want to use it. Use the cheap one. It looks the same. It's just me who are full
nerdy
retard on that. Yeah. The big difference is it has the small pockets as this one, but on the Vietnam version, the pockets are short on the top, but on this later one, the pockets are longer, and that is because this is a better version. This is the updated version. This is the bad version. So you will get a better vest if you buy this for like $15 on eBay. I'm going to use this for my 80s kit and this for my Vietnam kit.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, Ludwig, we are going to a section. I think it's going to be fun to question. This is a little bit fast questions coming. I'm going to ask you something, and you're going to say nope or dope. Real easy.
No or dope.
Yeah, nope or dope. So the dope,
Okay.
it's something you like. Nope, it's nope. Yeah, you don't like it. Okay. Terminator.
Dope.
Terminator 2.
Dope. Even doper.
Terminator 3.
They aren't any Terminators.
No, I know. Almost did get you there.
No.
Okay, burger.
Dope.
Sushi.
Nope.
Okay, speedball. You didn't say the word. You didn't say the word.
Holy shit.
50 cal.
Yeah.
That's dope. Okay. And the last question is real fake gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that.
Real fake dope.
Real fake dope. Yeah, it is really fun to do this. And the last question I'm gonna actually ask you. I know that, as you said, you are a big Terminator fans. You love Terminator, as we know. But what is your favorite game all time?
All-time favorite game, and it's the one that affected me the most, I think. It was released in 2002 or 3, and it is, of course, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Miami, aesthetic. It's peak aesthetics and movies. It's Scarface, Miami Vice, and
It's
just can't go wrong.
It can be better. It can be better. It can be
Maybe
better.
the graphics is dated. But when it came, it was such a freedom. You can ride the bikes and you could ride the speedboats and beautiful settings. And yeah, I'm still in love with that game. I still run it up. I have like a monster PC for gaming, but I still love to play that game. Listen to the Michael Jackson song in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
When you
Yeah.
ride the Fiagio, whatever it's called.
It's a cool game. It's a cool game. Navy Zebra. Big thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support. A big welcome to the channel. Ludwig, shall we draw the winner for the giveaway here?
Yeah.
Okay. When you are ready, tell me push the button. Push the button. Let me know you. Let me know when you want to push the button.
Me?
Yeah, just let me know when.
Okay, push it now.
We're pushing it now. So congratulations, call sign teacher is the winner of the 200 gift card. It's of the gift card from Röda Stjärnan. Please, call sign teacher, send me a mail with your call sign that you have on Twitch and your name to my email. I will provide it here. Just give me a 2-second. Where is at? I'm usually having it on English, and now I have changed it to Swedish. So that means everything is like just 2 seconds there. Gmail.com. There we go. Send me please a mail there with your call sign, and you type it that you the winner of the real fake gun giveaway. So I will send you the code for the gift card. Big thanks for participating, guys.
Also,
we have
included in the win, you get to teach us English.
Oh yeah. But by the way, how is our English? Is it like Swede English or is it okay? So let us know.
Speak bra engelska. You can understand what I say today, va? So,
yeah, exactly. There we go. Again. Oh yeah. Big time, man. Big time. Do you have any question to the viewers? Anything you want to tell them? Anything you have on your mind? You can literally say anything you want. No political, but everything you want.
Yeah, speaking of competition, I have been thinking about also doing a competition for a while where it's a combined video. I want to inspire people with on a budget. Maybe take a SEMA AKM, take some real wood, and show how you can assemble it, and then do a giveaway for it. But it's so freaking hard with social media's banning on guns and airsoft.
Unfortunately.
So I haven't really figured it out, but that's an idea I've had for a long time. So if any of you know how to solve it, please let me know, and it would be fun to hook up with some retailers and do a combine something and make it happen. It would be cool.
Yeah, I hope that, so. If you want to take contact with, contact with Ludwig here from RealFakeGuns, there you have the social media, all of them. Go and support him because he's doing a lot of good job for our community, both the cosplay community and also the airsoft community. We really appreciate your job, everyone. I think here, even especially me, I'm really big fan of your work, man, and continue with this awesome work. And looking forward to see more content from you. If the chats don't have any question. It have been an honor, Ludwig, to have you on board here and to start this show with you. It have been really, really blessed. It's really cool to have you on board. I hope to have you back as guest really soon.
Likewise, was a thrill.
Yeah. So I wish you awesome night and big thanks for your cooperation to coming by here. And everyone, you can say bye to him if you want, but please, please, please go and support all his channels: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and of course Patreon to help him with his stuff he's doing. So more we can get help him, as more good content we get. Many thanks, Ludwig. As always, I wish you a good night and stay frosty, brother.
Likewise. Thank you. Bye.
Peace out, man. Peace out. Okay, chats. It have been fun. It have actually been fun to have RealFakeGun on board. It was something else we have done here. We have done some gameplay. We have playing a lot of games, and it is nice to do something else, not just gameplays. And